attempts the most, which could be tight right now, but the judges are scoring each submission attempt, so they'll have reference to everything in the match, so it will be a clear decision made. We had the same thing happen in the finals of the last competition with Andre Galvan against Rustam Chizev. Rustam doing a great job of controlling Andre, but Andre had a lot of submission attempts. That's why he was declared the winner. Samuel spinning that guard out once again. You know, it'd be really cool to see if he actually follows through with those barrel type spins and, you know, comes up on top rather than just spinning out. But, you know, it's a crazy guard, and it's very difficult to play, and it's very even hard to do, but let alone have, you know, great confidence in that position and a really strong game, and Samuel seems to have everything here.
He's certainly got the flexibility. Every time Rader tries to get in there and make something happen, he's very flexible. He's able to get his foot right up in front and block Rader from being able to get down in there and put any pressure towards his head.
Rader once again shrugging off the leg lock attempt. Samuel continually trying to attack the legs. But, you know, even though those are attacks, they're nowhere near what Rader had on him. So, I mean, it's 0-0. I think Rader's up on the submission factor. But, you know, submission grappling, there's no gi. Anything can happen. Somebody can slip on the mat and get caught. It's that simple. You know, look at that Celcino-Hanan match. I really think Hanan was, you know, had a good chance to beat Celcino, but he kind of had a brain fart there and got slammed and forgot about the rules. Justin now flipping Samuel Braga over. Cameraman's asleep here for a sec. Here we go. Justin is still on top. It's been really, really hard. Like, how frustrating. This has got to be super frustrating to not be able to stabilize, you know, even after flipping the guy over, not be able to stabilize side control off of a pass. That's going to be super frustrating for Justin Rader.
Yeah, Rader keeps trying to work his game plan, but Braga seems to have an answer for everything so far. Braga's so good at getting back to that same position and working the same guard over and over again. It seems like no matter where his opponents try to take it, he's able to come back to that same position and be perfectly comfortable where he's at.
Joe Capizzi starts the guys back in the center of the mat area. Justin Rader on top, continually trying to pass. Samuel Braga rolling out. I won't call it the Barambola because he claims he invented the move and he never called it that. But we'll see what happens here.
Whatever you want to call it, it's a good move.
Yeah. I know I can't do it. I think I try to do it and I get leg locked or end up arm locking myself somehow because I suck. But it's a very slick move. I mean, but the only thing is he's tried it so many times. He doesn't really seem to kind of come up and follow through with it. So, you know, it'd be kind of nice to see him actually getting up on top and scoring some points rather than just spinning. But, you know, maybe that's part of the strategy. Just keep pressuring him without sweep. He's going for Samuel. Oh, just towards the edge of the mat, right? Not too sure what they're going to do here. They might be starting it back in the center. I'm not sure if they're going to start it in the same position or back on their feet.
They should start him back up on his feet, you know. I know he likes to sit down right away, but in a stalemate position like that, both guys should start on their feet. One rule I would like to see them implement here is where you can't just sit to the guard. You should be, you know, have to at least have hold of one limb of your opponent. You know, when a guy sits down to his butt 5 feet away from the other guy, just a move I don't like. I think it makes for a more interesting match when they have to actually tie up before they sit guard.
Back in the same position here, continually trying to pass the half guard, is Justin Rader on top. Samuel defending very well, doing a great job controlling from his guard position on the bottom there. Justin Rader keeps trying to stuff that legs to the side. Samuel's just so flexible, recomposing every time. It seems to be pretty frustrating because these guys keep slipping towards the edge of the mat, but, you know, it's part of the game. Could be part of the strategy. We'll see what happens.
And this is no little mat either, guys. This is actually a big mat space. There's plenty of room. It's just these guys are that active. Just like that. Wow, what was that?
I think Justin went for like a cartwheel pass. Samuel almost took his back. And in the process, Justin got back on top. No real points scored, but that was pretty cool. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
You know, Rader's confidence has to be really high. You know, in the last last 4 years, I think he's only ever lost to Cobrinha and to one of the Menendez brothers. So he knows his game is on. You know, he beat Glover. You know, Glover had that huge win at Abu Dhabi, submitting Hobson. And again, Glyph, if you're out there, we're missing you here at this event. Cobrinha, same here. We'd really like to see you guys come out and compete.
Yeah, come on out, get the submission bonus, make some money. You know, big $10,000 prize, not offered too many other competitions. $1,000 submission bonuses. I mean, I think Salzino's up on all submissions right now.
I think Salzino has the most submissions with 2, right?
Yeah.
So he's taking home an extra $2,000 no matter what. That's a great payday in jiu-jitsu.
Back to the action, same position here. You know, unfortunately, sometimes the action slows down a little bit, but at the highest level, you know, these guys both respect each other's game quite a bit, so they're not going to, you know, just go balls out and risk, you know, making a stupid mistake. So that's why it kind of slows down a little bit. It's a battle of inches, literally. It's a, you know, it's a chess match. These guys they're throwing a lot of different techniques at each other, but being very careful. They're not being relentless. You know, being too reckless with their attacks. You know, which you have to be. You have to be very careful at the highest level, especially when, you know, these guys are so good. It just seems like Samuel trying to come up on top once again. Rader stuffing it. Back face to face once again.
A lot of strategy involved here, guys. You know, these guys definitely are going balls out, I think, but I think they have to pick and choose their times. There's a lot of strategy going on here. All it takes is move a leg here, move an arm there, and that creates just a tiny little opening that they're looking for to execute their moves.
Looks like Samuel's opting a bit of a different position there. He kind of pulled the leg under, like almost like trying to go for an X guard, switching up to that barrel pull, switch again, back to the leg lock of Justin doing just enough. Like Justin, the cool thing is Justin's getting out. Oh, but Samuel's got the arm there.
Yep. Oh my God, it looks like he's got it good too. No, he let it go for some reason. What happened there? Rader is so tough. I wonder why he let go.
I don't know why he let go. I'm not too sure if Justin was just really high or really tall up that Samuel couldn't maintain the grip. But, you know, like we just said, it's one little mistake, and that's what could happen. That's why the action slows down sometimes, and that's why these guys have a lot of respect for each other, because at any moment, you know, look what we had earlier. Justin had, Samuel in a crazy submission, and now Samuel just had Justin in a beautiful arm lock from the triangle. So it really is. It's very, very tough to win at the highest level, especially against good guys like that. Justin now trying the leg drag pass. Samuel recomposing. Once again, let's see if he goes for another arm lock or some sort of upper body submission rather than leg attacks. I mean, at this point, it might be a good idea to try to switch up your attacks on the guy, you know, just to kind of throw him off or just try something effective new.
These guys, they both got to be a little bit frustrated with each other's games. You know, they're going back and forth. They're doing the same thing, you know, to each other. But again, it's just looking for that opening, waiting for that opening. Here we go again. Back to the same thing. Justin keeps trying to come through and cut through the legs, trying to, you know, minimize the flexibility and the movement here that Braga has. Oh, wait, Braga's coming up top. It's going to be very hard to take down Rader. Rader's a phenomenal wrestler. Rader breaks it away. Looks like he's heavy on the head there. He looks like is he going to get the pass? He's almost passed. Is he pulling this is a couple times Braga's been pulling on the rash guards, which is illegal, and grabbing the shorts. He's not letting go either. Almost out of bounds. Did Rader get points there?
Yep.
Rader has the points. There can't be much time left in this match either. If Rader wins this, I really think it's his day. He's got to win this whole thing. They're going to bring him back to the middle. Are they going to start him standing or in what position?
That was crazy. Rader gets the pass. A little bit of, I think Samuel didn't really understand what was going on there, but he definitely had the pass. Samuel was trying to, you know, pull his rash guard. We got a flashback to his gi training there, trying to pull the gi up to make some space, but Rader did a great job getting the pass, establishing the side control. He got 3 points, starting back in the center now. Joe Capizzi starts back. Here we go once again. Rader and Braga. Rader is now up, and we know that wrestling is his advantage. That was kind of a tactical error on Braga's part by trying to take Rader down, and that's exactly what happened. He tried to take a better wrestler down. Rader took him down in the process, kind of sort of, and then ended up passing his guard. So we'll see what Samuel does now because the pressure's on him.
Yeah, Samuel really has to take it to him now and make something happen. This match has to be getting pretty close to being over. And, good for Rader. I'm glad that he was able to get those points. And it just goes to show you on this high level, sometimes you step out of your game just for a second. You come into the other guy's strength, and you lose some points. That's how it happens. Braga's really trying to change things up now. He's trying to come up a little bit more. He's got to try something. He's got to be looking for a submission, and he's going to need more than 2 points off of a sweep.
Rader's on top, definitely. He's leading the match. He's got the points now. I mean, he can kind of like try to deceive the refs a little bit and just, pass just enough if he wants to, just to sort of chill back a little bit, which in turn is going to frustrate Braga, who's got to really, really force the action here. It's kind of cool. We have almost like an America versus Brazil kind of crowd here. We got Eddie Bravo coaching guys that aren't even his students just because they're American. I don't think for any bad reasons or anything, but, it's cool to see, a lot of guys sort of banding together and helping each other out. And that's the really nice thing about jiu-jitsu. You meet a lot of friends, and, you make friends with people from all over the world that you maybe wouldn't know, and it's, you band together with one common interest in a great sport and a great martial art. So that's why jiu-jitsu is so addictive for everyone. Everyone loves the sport, loves the martial art, loves the lifestyle more than anything. Getting back to the action here, so I'm not trying to sell anything. But Rader on top once again, continually trying to pass Braga. Braga's guard really tricky. Rader up on points still. He's got the lead.
You really got to give it to Rader, too. He could, just be running away right now and stalling, but he's in there. He's pressing the action. He wants to win. He wants the submission. He wants $1,000. He knows these guys flew him out here to fight, and he's here to fight. It's been pretty funny, too. At one point, Eddie Bravo was actually coaching guys in Portuguese, which got a good laugh out of Marcelo Garcia.
It kind of sucks that the real competitor we all wanted to see, Renato Laranja, didn't make it out here. Apparently, 27-time Mundial champion, couldn't make it out, but you never know who's going to make it to the next one, guys.
I heard he had some problems with his sponsor, Fruits and Vegetables. They couldn't come up with the money to try him out. There he is. Rader takes the win.
Congratulations, Justin Rader. Really nice victory over Samuel Braga. It's really cool to see a final, because I was hoping we wouldn't see a teammate final there with Celso and Samuel Braga. So this is going to be an awesome match. Justin Rader, Celso Vinicius in the final after a third-place match between Samuel Braga and, Samuel and Henan? Will be